Level 1. Swarm Killers, Deep Sea Hatchetfish. You need to go 200 to 1,000 meters below to find these guys, and man, these things look like they've been dead for years. I mean, look at them. By the way, this is Rick. He has volunteered that he will go into the deep sea and demonstrate how various creatures deal with us. Say hi, folks. They got these upward-facing eyes like glass marbles, permanently staring at heaven waiting for death. But these guys are just 2 to 12 centimeters in length. Like your willy, you know what you tell your girl? It might look small, but it's a monster. Same goes with hatchetfish. Each one has a mouth full of needle-sharp teeth and photophores along their belly that create this eerie light show. Now here's the weird part. That eerie light show? It's not to scare you. It's camouflage. They're trying to blend into the faint light above so predators can't see them. Basically, they're playing invisible while hunting. They travel in massive schools that stretch for miles. So if you accidentally swim into them, they'll turn you into a protein shake, blend you real nice in the seawater. Individually, they are harmless, but in packs, not so good. But the next one, Deep Sea Bristlemouth, does have the same effect. I mean, it's level 1. They can only kill you if they are in packs, so give them some credit. Look at this grumpy guy. Hey man, work. We pay you. Even though it's the same type of death, it's a different fish. Well, he insists he wants some rest, so let's continue. But the bristlemouth kind of looks cool, you know, unlike the hatchetfish. They have a leviathan style to them. These are the most abundant vertebrate on Earth. We're talking hundreds of trillions of these things worldwide. Hundreds of trillions. These tiny fish max out at 5 to 6 centimeters, and this might be the more accurate description of your willy size. But what they lack in size, they make up for in sheer overwhelming numbers. Their mouths are packed with fine, bristle-like teeth designed to strip flesh from bone, one microscopic bite at a time. When billions of these things move through the deep in coordinated waves, they create feeding clouds that can span entire ocean regions. Get caught in the middle of a feeding swarm, and you'd feel like you're being attacked by underwater piranhas. Yeah, same death as above, but you'll be killed by cooler fish unlike these hatchetfish. And this is Mike. He'll be volunteering for our next crazy video, so subscribe so you don't miss it. Coffinfish. You gotta go down to about 1,000 to 2,000 meters to find these guys, and let me tell you, the name should be your first red flag. I mean, who names a fish coffinfish unless it's planning to put you in one? They're about 10 centimeters long, and when this thing gets scared, it inflates like a spiky balloon. You're minding your own business exploring some wreck, and this floating nightmare decides your face looks like a good place to set up shop. Those spines will pierce right through your diving mask, and that little glowing lure is designed to mess with your head while you're trying not to drown. You got maybe 30 seconds to get this thing off you. Most people panic and end up dead. Yeah, they look so funny when researching about them. I couldn't stop laughing, so yeah, when I dive, I should be careful. And these little guys don't land on me. Instead of panicking, I will laugh and meet the Grim Reaper. But the thing is, if you are careful, you can survive. Level 2. Real individual threats. Dumbo Octopus. Yeah, somehow escape both hordes and evade the coffinfish. Then you meet this dumb octopus. We need to go 3,000 to 7,000 meters, and you meet him and go, "Aw, how cute." Let me stop you right there. He is not that guy. Like I said, we are 3,000 to 7,000 meters, where the pressure would literally turn you into human soup in milliseconds. So, for your other question, how did we reach here? Our swimsuit was designed by the people at Mission Impossible, so are we clear? Back to the octopus. Those ear-like fins aren't just for swimming around looking adorable. This thing moves completely silent through the water like a ghost. And those arms? They got suckers that'll crush crab shells no problem. Now imagine 8 of those arms wrapping around your head. Your skull's getting popped like a balloon. Frilled shark. It's a frilled shark, not grilled shark, making me hungry for some reason. And they're cool, so badass compared to the hatchetfish and the Dumbo octopus. But who do you think is cooler, Bristlemouth or Frilly? Let us know. But you know they are the real deal. Been around for 80 million years. This living fossil is about 6 feet, and it's got 300 razor-sharp teeth arranged in 25 rows. When this thing bites, it doesn't just chomp and let go like your annoying cousin. Nah, it latches on and does the death roll like a saltwater crocodile, except underwater, where you can't breathe. Those teeth are angled inwards, so once you're in, you're not getting out. It moves like a snake through the water, so yeah, you are totally cooked. Time for you to respawn. No way you are getting out alive with them. Fang-tooth fish. Alright, so you respawned from the frilled shark and thought, how much worse can it get? Well, buddy, we have to go 16,000 feet, so we are changing the suit to a nanotech embedded suit. It can only handle the water pressure, rest all same as a normal suit. A small gift from Tony. This fang-tooth fish is about 6 inches long, but has got teeth so big they had to evolve a special skull just to fit them in. I'm talking proportionally the largest fangs of any fish on Earth. These things live in complete darkness, and their teeth are so massive they actually stick out of their mouth, even when it's closed. Imagine trying to close your mouth with 2 giant needles poking out. They hunt by swimming straight up from the deep and ramming into their prey. These things will punch through your suit, through your skin, straight to your bones like they're made of paper. And here's the fun part. You're so deep that you'll bleed out way before anyone even knows you're missing. Yeah, you might have noticed. Rick is not at the corner for the fang-tooth fish. Hit subscribe so we can make entire videos with Rick. And don't mind Rick. He's just grumpy because I still haven't paid him. Black dragonfish. Now, if the fangtooth wasn't scary enough, at the same depth of 16,000 feet, meet this nightmare fuel. This thing is about 2 feet long and has this creepy bioluminescent chin barbel that hangs down like a fishing line with a glowing lure at the end. You're floating in complete darkness when suddenly you see a red light coming at you. Most fish down here can't even see red light, so this thing is basically invisible to everything except you. Lucky you. Those fangs? They're transparent like glass needles and hinged so they can fold back when swallowing prey. So even if you could see them coming, you probably wouldn't. Getting attacked by this thing is like being stabbed by an invisible knife over and over again. They can unhinge their jaws like a snake to swallow prey larger than themselves. Killed by a dragonfish. That would be honorable. I love dragons, by the way. Vampire squid from hell. What a cool name. Vampire squid from hell. And it looks like Batman gliding. This thing is about 12 inches long and lives at depths of 600 to 900 meters. When it gets scared, it does something absolutely mental. It turns itself completely inside out like some kind of underwater transformer. But that's not even the worst part. It creates this toxic, glowing cloud that's designed to mess with your brain. Your vision starts getting blurry, your breathing gets all weird, and you lose track of which way is up. In the deep ocean, not knowing which way is the surface is basically a death sentence. You'd start swimming what you think is up, but you're actually going deeper into the abyss. Okay, respawn and change your gear because you are meeting someone under 3,000 to 10,000 feet. Level 3, Reality Benders. Gulper Eel. So you died in level 2. I hope you have changed the suit. I hope you have Tony's nanotech suit. No, you can't fight with this. It's only to withstand the pressure, like I said. We are going around 3,000 to 10,000 feet where things get absolutely wild. Meet the Gulper Eel, and this thing is about 6 feet long and lives in the deep Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Here's where it gets weird. Its mouth can expand to 4 times the size of its entire body. Yeah, you might think about your ex on this. This thing basically turns itself into a living cave with teeth. One second you're swimming around minding your own business, next second you're inside this thing's throat wondering how your life got to this point. The walls are lined with backwards facing teeth all pointing toward its stomach, so every time you try to move, you're just helping it digest you faster. And oh yeah, those digestive acids, they'll start eating through your fancy Tony Stark suit real quick. Giant isopod. Take a cockroach and imagine it got hit by the same radiation that made the Hulk. It's like a mini Hulk of the ocean with very slow movements. These armored sea roaches can grow up to 20 inches long. Finally, something bigger than your willy. They're just chilling on the ocean floor like underwater tanks. Their claws are designed by nature specifically to tear apart whale carcasses. Yeah, whale carcasses. These things don't mess around when it's dinner time. They'll eat until they literally can't move anymore. Like your dad at Thanksgiving, but with the ability to crush bone. If one of these decides your arm looks tasty, that claw's gonna snap your wrist like a Twigee and you'll bleed out in the freezing water. Colossal squid. I am talking about something that can weigh over 1,500 pounds and live at depths of 300 to 2,300 meters in the Southern Ocean. But here's the crazy part. Instead of suction cups, this thing has rotating hooks. Yeah, hooks that spin 360 degrees and are designed to latch onto you and never let go. We've only ever found dead ones, so nobody knows what a living one can actually do. But we know sperm whales, 60-foot killing machines, have scars from fighting these things. If something can mess up a sperm whale, you wouldn't even register as a snack. You'd be destroyed so fast you wouldn't even feel it. Level 4, Pack Nightmares. Goblin Shark. Yeah, this guy looks so weird. No wonder it's named Goblin Shark. These things can grow up to 12 feet long and live at depths of 130 to 4,000 feet. Just after entering this level, you might be dead with something that came very fast. A jaw. A freaking jaw. When this nightmare decides it's dinner time, its jaws literally shoot out of its head like some alien face hugger from the movies. Scientists can barely catch this on high-speed cameras. That's how fast this thing moves. You won't even know what hit you before your skull gets crushed like a grape. This living fossil has been around for 125 million years and hasn't changed. Because why fix something that's already perfect at turning things into dead things? Meet the Humboldt squid. They call them Diablos Rojos, which means red devils in Spanish, and trust me, they earned that name. These things are about 6 feet long, live at depths of 200 to 700 meters in the Eastern Pacific, and they hunt in packs of up to 1,200 individuals. Yeah, you heard that right. 1,200 6-foot killing machines working together like some underwater mafia. Each one has razor-toothed suckers and a beak that can crush through bone like it's a potato chip. When they're hunting, they flash red and white, and like the fool you are, you might start dancing underwater, thinking it's a SpongeBob DJ party, but actually it's a warning to swim. That's their way of coordinating attacks like underwater wolves. Being surrounded by over 1,000 of these things, all flashing their warning colors, all moving with one purpose, turning you into calamari. The water literally boils when they move together. Divers who've encountered them describe being pulled down into a feeding frenzy where their equipment gets shredded and their flesh gets torn by hundreds of sets of teeth. Most don't live to tell the story. Level 5, the ultimate final boss. Giant Pacific Octopus. Okay, remember that cute Dumbo octopus from level 3? Well, this is his big scary cousin who went to Evil Genius School. This thing lives in the North Pacific at depths up to 2,000 feet, and it's got the intelligence of a dog but with problem-solving skills that would make some humans jealous. We're talking 30-foot arm span, and each sucker can grip with 35 pounds of force. But here's what makes it terrifying. This thing thinks. It studies you, learns your patterns, and plans its attack like some underwater serial killer. It'll wait, watch, and strike when you're most vulnerable. 8 arms working together like a perfectly coordinated death machine. And behind those alien eyes is a brain that knows exactly what it's doing to you. What if these guys march to the surface? That would be a global level threat.